Hey, my name is Justin Morgan. I'm the chairperson of automotive technology. And as you can see, I'm a little bit dressed down compared to what I usually wear here for our Facebook videos. And today we get to do something that is really cool here at Sinclair, and that's talk about the Mule Project, as we've coined it. It's our 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat shell. So it doesn't have a Hellcat powertrain, but we actually picked this up from a salvage yard, and we're actually going through and doing a build project on it. So we're really excited about this. We got some of our faculty working on it. We're hoping to get students engaged. Basically, what we're going to be building is a drag pack clone. It's going to have a roll cage, and we're going to go through and basically do a complete build on this vehicle as long as it takes. So it's not going to be a quick process. It's going to be something that we do outside of our normal class times. But what our plans are is to use it in our high performance programs. We're going to be doing upgrades to the brakes, the suspension system. Basically what we bought was a shell and a body, and we're kind of starting with the ground up. So one of the nice things here about Sinclair is Mr. Taylor, Professor Taylor, is our steering suspension teacher. He's also our fabrication instructor. So one of the things he's doing right here is putting in the 6x6 plates for the roll cage to mount on. So this is a unibody car. It's not a full frame vehicle, so we don't have to tie into the frame, or we can't tie into the frame. So he's basically putting the front plates in on the floor. As you can see, some smoke coming out in the background. That's because we've got some insulation and seam sealer and stuff like that we've tried to remove as much as possible, but ultimately you can't get rid of all of that. So he's getting that ready to weld in there.
So we've had a couple questions about what kind of tubing we're going to use and what kind of tubing is required. They have two options. You can use chromoly, which is a popular decision. The next thing, people also use mild steel. The difference between them are kind of the pros and cons. The chromoly is a lot harder and a lot stronger steel, so you can get away with a thinner wall tubing and ultimately end up with a lighter chassis. You can use a mild steel, but then the wall thickness of the tubing would have to increase quite a bit. So we're using the chromoly tubing. We're actually able to drop down to a 0.83 wall thickness. If we had gone with a mild steel, we'd have to have actually a 1.25 wall thickness of it. One other advantage of using the chromoly is we can go to actually a thinner outside diameter. So we're using 1 5/8 with this tube. If we would go into a mild steel, we'd have to go with 1 3/4. So not only increasing the wall thickness, but we'd actually increase the outside diameter of the tubing as well. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us next week when we'll finish up with the front down hoops, do our final cutting and fitting, and get those things welded in.